Hello and welcome to Art with Mrs. G. In this video I will be creating a Picasso-style portrait. That means I will be drawing a portrait from many angles at once, which is the special thing that Picasso liked to do. He would walk around the people he was drawing and view them from many angles and sketch them from different sides. And then when he did his final piece of artwork, he would put all of those ideas together into one portrait. And so in his pictures we can see the face sideways, in other words in profile, parts of the face straight on or face on, and also from the other side or from above or from below. So many angles combined at once, which is why his pictures are so quirky and interesting. He also liked to divide the face shapes up into chunks, and this is called cubism. Let's have a look at some of his work. This is the weeping woman, who was actually called Dora, and he painted her from many different angles using strong shapes, outlining the main shapes, bold colours, breaking the background up into simple shapes as well. And you can see that the features of the face are drawn from different angles and are at different heights. They do not appear in the usual positions. Here are more paintings of Dora, and sometimes in happier colours and therefore happier moods. Time to get drawing. I'm going to create a Picasso-style face split in half, with one side sideways on and unhappy, and the other side face on in happy positive colours. First you need to decide on a face shape, so let me show you some which are pretty common shapes for Picasso. They're not regular ovals, so we have a sort of ovalish shape. You could have the ears sticking out like that with a sort of slightly wobbly chin line there because of his cubist style. Or he quite sometimes shows one ear on the side like that with a dark area, and then perhaps the head is slightly oval and it sticks out on the other side. And let's give this one a sort of pointy cubist chin. Or you might get ears which they almost look like they're missing and they're inside like that because of the angle that Picasso is drawing them from. So you might get something a bit more like that. And finally, very importantly for Picasso, that whichever ear shapes you choose, so I get the head and the ear shapes there, that you will need to divide the face in half. So the forehead sticks out and then it goes in where the eyes are. It sticks out where the nose is, and then it carries on down and sticks out for the lips and goes down around the chin. And I will show you how to draw that line on again later. But decide on the face shape you want. It's a good idea to work from some actual photographs when you're doing your artwork, so I've decided to use one of myself sideways and also front on. Let me show you some noses that might be useful for your Picasso drawings. So there's various styles that you often see, and I will simplify them here. So that one, or you might have this one with a dot on the end and then another dot with a wrinkly line round the corner. They're very triangular. Here's one with a curve and two dots, the line underneath, or straight down in two lines with a V at the end and two dots, or literally a pointy uppy triangle like that, two dots, and finally with a curl at the end of that triangle. Those are some typical ones, and my nose, as we can see, sticks up quite a lot, so I need to pick one of these sticky uppy styles. I'll get the first two steps of my portrait started. So let's get this basic oval shape. Now when you do yours, please do them nice and gently in pencil. I am demonstrating with my black pen to make sure that you can see it. And this one's going to be a bit more squashed on the side, lower down, and then a bit of an angular chin there. And now I do the line down the middle of the face, so over the forehead, in through the eyes. I'm going to choose a really pointy, sticky uppy nose for myself. I rather like this one, I think. And then in on the mouth, lips sticking out a lot there, then little pointy chin coming round. There are so many different eyes, but let me show you some ideas. So the eyebrows are often exaggerated, and all of these things have nice strong outlines. So here's a big traditional eye shape, but looking sideways with the pupil there and a couple of lashes sticking out the front. Or we can have a little short dark eyebrow with a triangular shaped eye, which Picasso sometimes did. You could do that triangular shape again with a thicker eyebrow, and then we make it a bit larger with the bigger pupil in the middle and some lashes all over it there. Then how about one with a more characterful eyebrow? And this one looks a bit like a sweetie. There we go. Go down here. Slightly more normal looking eye, perhaps. Bit more almond shaped. Down there with a big round pupil in the middle and some lashes. Let's do one. Now this is a sort of more frowning closed eye, perhaps. So two curved lines with a dot in the middle and then some lashes on the top and the bottom. Or very much sideways, nice thick chunky eyebrow, and then the V for the eye, and then put your oval in the front for the pupil with some lashes. Or we could have a simpler version of one I did before, which is more V-shaped with the pupil in the middle and just a simple eyebrow on top, whichever shape you like. And then let's have one with a thick going to thin eyebrow, and then much more rounded with the circle and curling eyelashes. And lastly, a shut eye if you want someone crying or sleeping or looking very sad. Nice thick lid with some lashes coming off it and then a little eyebrow over the top. So lots of nice, strong, simple shapes. Let's talk about different lip shapes now. So sometimes Picasso would use nice, puffy, fairly normal shaped lips like this. The river across the middle, a nice big fat bottom lip, very traditional. He might draw that sideways on, a bit like a sideways love heart, like that. And occasionally he would do it sideways and front on at the same time. Another thing is to imagine the face in profile, so sideways, with just part of a smile showing and then disappearing again on the face. Also, sometimes he drew this leaf shape for the bottom lip, so a big fat leaf shape, and then the top lip slightly separate, sticking out like this, and possibly in two colours. There's a very odd picture also where the mouth sort of sticks out with a puffy lip shape like that. And then you could have finally just a big smile with the dots in, which are suggestions of teeth, I think. So there we go, lots of different lips to choose from. Time to add the features to my face, and I don't want to put them in the usual position, so I really don't want an eye exactly halfway up the head, which is where eyes are normally positioned. So on this side of my face, the sad side that's in profile, so looking at it from the side, I'm going to try and draw a sideways eye a little bit too high up. I'm going to go for a sort of triangular shape. So this is about being geometric and enjoying shapes, so you can invent your own too. So there we go, I'm looking down, sadly, exaggerating that eye shape. Let's have some lashes coming off the end there as well. Outline it nice and strongly. And then I need my worried eyebrow, which probably means it's being raised up like that, if I'm worried. So nice exaggerated strong eyebrow shape, and I think I might have a worry line here. There we go, because I'm upset and I'm trying to look like I was crying in the photo, so I think I might have some tears coming down my face here. There we go. So that is the sad side of my face. I nearly forgot to put the lips in, so let's just squeeze the lips into there. And then we need the eye facing forward on the other side. So that's my eyes, nose, mouth and ears on it. Happy side, sad side. I need a few shapes on the face to make it look a little bit more cubist. So I'm going to create a sort of cheek shape by putting a block on that cheek. And this one seems to be a happier, rosier face. So I think I might actually add another more curving circular patch of colour on that one. That's about right. So the next thing to do is think about the hair. I've had another look at my two photographs, the one that's sideways on in profile and the one that's facing forward, and my happy and sad expressions. And now I'm going to add the details to my picture. So on this side, I am wearing my blue beret, of course, my artist beret. And this is what I am now drawing across the top half of my head there. So that can be my blue beret. I have got chunks of fringe that I can add on here, and my hair then goes down behind my ear, and these can be the lines of my hair coming down, wiggling around the other shapes. The reason I stop my lines here is because I want to have myself holding a tissue crying on this side. So I'm going to copy those fingers that Picasso has in his Weeping Woman. So there's 3 fingers there coming over the edge there of a tissue. So I'll just draw the nails on the end. And here is my tissue hanging down out of my hand. There, that's another thumb with a nail coming over the edge, and then the bottom of the tissue there. Might just divide that up into a nice triangle to be cubist. So there's my tissue there. Let's have an earring on the end with nice big dangly colourful circles. Also on this side, but I'll do them a different size to be different. And a bit of fringe at the top. And then this side, I'm looking straight at the camera and I don't need to be crying. So let's have my hair curling down over my neck. And the beret on this side, but flatter and simpler. Right, and don't forget the neckline. And there's a very big chunk here. I'm going to put a t-shirt line across the front. And I think I might just divide the background up just a little bit to make it interesting. So you can use mixed media for this, felt tips, whatever you have at all. But you want nice smooth shading in these sections really, nice solid smooth shading, not too scribbly. So let's get started. To begin with, I chose gentle pencil colours for the skin. Blues, greens, yellows and purples for the sad side of the face. I developed the hair in browns, oranges and yellows. Instead of the Weeping Woman's yellow nails, I went for my own red ones. I coloured the tears in shades of blue and green with a pen and the cheek a darker green colour. I found some nice bright blues for my fabulous beret. Added happy colours the other side, and carefully chose background colours that would still let the portrait stand out. Well, I hope you've learnt a lot about Picasso's portraits and the features that make them so quirky. Good luck with your portrait, and thanks for watching Art with Mrs. G. I think I'm going to keep my beret on, I rather like it.